Okay, so let's begin with first of all the source, right? So let's that shit does not matter. Okay, maybe it does. So I have a lot of processing here, right? So let's turn that off. That's kind of a lot. I'm gonna break it down. So first of all, I got an EQ, right? Just to cut the sides off. Actually, it gives it more width, but whatever. And then I have this by Denise, which kind of fattens the bass up. And then saturator, which I'm actually just gonna... There we go. Gives it a bit more harmonics, right? A bit thickens it up. And then I have that, which is consisting of a British tube distortion, analog EQ, and some of that. So I'm gonna just let's see if I can bypass that out. And is there any way I can? There we go. So first of all, what this does, right? It is you know, it brings more harmonics to that shit. And then this one is a little EQ. You know, I have 2 decibel boost on the 4 kilohertz, and that's pretty much it. Kind of brightens it up. And then I have this. This gives it like low end thickness. Look. This gives it high end. And then I just got a tool. I don't even need it. I will delete this shit. And then I got that, which is a dry signal and the wet signal of reverb. So let's just mute the reverb signal, right? And then let's mute this signal and show the reverb. Just Pro R, pretty basic stuff. It just gives it width. Something you feel less here, and then just a filter for automations. Now that's the processing on this. Okay, let's go to the layers. So I have this saw, which is the processing is just OTT and an EQ, but this layer is just Dune, swarm saws, 1 layer, 31 voices, because odd is better than even voices. Some EQ. And then I have OTT on mids and sides, you know, and then mid-side OTT. The second layer is faceplant, noise, and then I have just vital with saws, distorted like saws, very detuned, and then they're going through a wave shaper that like distorts them. It's kind of like folding them. Fold back, and then that's the first layer, and then I just have a piano for the background. Spectral compression. You know, to bring those sounds up, to make it like more exciting. Stupid EQ to make it wider, so that's the sideband. This is just mids, reducing it, so the scream lead will have more place in the mids. Now I have these. Another June. I'm just gonna turn these motherfuckers off real quick. Just, you know, 2 layers of swarm. One of them is octaved, like there we go. And then pretty basic stuff. Some EQ. I added 1.71 kilohertz to fucking give it like the screaminess, the vowel, the instead of tz, you know, and then another layer of June, which is just a preset. And it really growls, which is very beneficial to my to the track, with some EQ and OTT mid-side. And then I have a preset that I saved from 7 years ago. It's actually a Last Heroes preset. I just stole it from the ref LPs and I've been using it since. I have all of the sauce here. But it's just a super saw. You see 7 voices, panning, some detune with an EQ, and then together they're like that. But then I put DSM, which is a form of spectral compression, which, you know, expands it a bit, compresses it a bit, and then some OTT. I don't know, because I just love how how like OTT introduces phasiness, and then fun EQ. You know, I bring the mids up a bit, just cut the lows to make sure that nothing interferes with the sub. And then I have this shit, which is the main lead. Actually, I feel like I should detune a bit less. There we go. And just... there we go. Another one, which is just octaved, super saw, swarm. As you can see, I'm using a lot of the same shit. And then a square that is being modulated by noise, the fine of it, like, you know. And then I have a detune on it, so I make it like one. I have like one on the left and one on the right channel, no mids, because they already have mids. Spectral compression as per usual, you know. You know, to just excite it a bit. And then I have these shits, which is kind of annoying, which is just for the ambience to make it feel a bit fuller. Just synth master presets, you know, at different rates. That all of them together build the whole chord. And then autochroma, which is a grain thing, and then DSM for the compression, ROM for the reverb, for the audience, or ambience, what the fuck. More spectral compression to crush it a bit further. And then I have an ADSR that gates it whenever there is no note playing. See, pretty smart. And then just a low end cut, just to be safe. Now I have the bass. Now that's a piece of thickness line. Let's turn this shit off. Oh, fuck you. Okay, there we go. It's almost as fat. So, first of all, the thickness comes from the capitator. It's crushing it with a bit of drive. I love how it drives it a bit. Spectral compression because I can. Kind of pushes everything up more evenly, and then just sub increase because I can. And now let's move to the fucking layers. In the layers I got shade, which is an EQ I will get to in a second, and auto align, which I will get to in a second as well. Now this is just a Harmor super saw. You know, like literally just a Harmor super saw. Different detuning. You know, one of them is just octaved up. And together they kinda sound full. And then I have OTT. Oh goodness gracious, what the hell. And then I have the capitator to crush it, because we all love crushing shit. Then I have Serum, which is just a simple piece of garbage. Shut the fuck up. It's just this and that, octave layers, and then I added dimension expander for the stereo, distortion, compression, and then I use the capitator to distort it even further. And then I have an EQ here to just get rid of the high end because it does not blend well. And then together they're like that. Now there is one piece missing. I already have a sub, so I just cut the sub. I just have a key tracked low pass that moves the EQ to cut the fundamental precisely every time. See, all I've done is just I put this at 530 Hz and then I just drag the key tracking, and that's it. It removes the fundamental on its own. And then I have an automatic phase aligner, which I can just do. Actually, that would be ideal if I change the phase resolution to something like that. And now let's see what layers I have on top of it. All right. I will get to that in a second. So this thing is just a guitar, just like Cabal 8 or Shreddage. Yeah, it's Cabal 8. And then I have Saturator, because it does wonders. And then I have Spectral Compression as per usual. And then I have a ring mod, and the ring mod, so the guitar is being ring modulated by the sub. So it sounds like this. Really growls. And then I have the same key tracking EQ. And that's that. And then I have this, which is my main sub, because this one is muted. It's for ring modulation purposes. Now this bitch, I have a phase aligner as well, so it will align well with the other basses automatically. All I got is just a saturation EQ, and I'm gonna show you the patch itself. It's a really old patch I made. Might look a bit complex, but it's not so bad. So all that is just fuck, maybe it's a bit complex. So it's just this soft bend, phase bending like in Serum, modulating these three different wavetables. See? And then I have a stupid fucking this shit. And then I have a OTT that Nasco made. And then I cut the sides. And then I saturate it with PSP Saturator. As you can see, this plugin is literal magic. It fattens up the sound really well. I have an EQ, you know, to just bring the mids and just to make the low end more consistent. And then I have a tool that makes it a bit less wide and a bit louder. And then this automatic piece of shit. And that's the whole stack actually. So basses together and then stack. Yeah.